Hey Lakers fans, today is December 29th, and it's a date that has some real significance for this franchise. Exactly 1 year ago, the Los Angeles Lakers made the move to acquire Dorian Finney-Smith, a trade that quietly shifted the rotation and gave the team some valuable depth. That move now has us looking back, reflecting, and most importantly, looking ahead. The Lakers have been in a state of flux, constantly evaluating their roster, exploring possibilities, and trying to find the right mix to push this team back into championship contention. We're talking about a team that has superstar talent, yes, but also clear gaps that need to be addressed if they want to compete at the highest level. It's not just about one blockbuster trade. It's about the strategy, the timing, and the fit of each piece that comes in. The Lakers have been known for some unexpected maneuvers, those trades that catch the league and fans by surprise, and it's that unpredictability that makes watching this front office so fascinating. As we look at the current state of the roster, there are several priorities that become immediately obvious. The Lakers need two-way players, wings who can contribute on both ends, rotation guys who can take pressure off the stars, and players who bring versatility and energy to the floor. These are not glamorous moves necessarily, but they're critical for building a team that can withstand the grind of the NBA season and make a deep playoff push. Even incremental upgrades, like adding a solid rotation wing or a defensive-minded forward, can change the dynamic of this team. Someone like Nick Smith Jr., for example, has already shown how much of an impact a younger player can have when given the right opportunities. It's those kinds of additions that keep a team competitive, that give the stars support, and that elevate the overall level of play. Looking at trade possibilities, the Lakers face a balancing act. There are high-end starters out there, players who could make an immediate impact, but acquiring those names often comes with a heavy price. Andrew Wiggins is one example of a player who might fit the need for a clear-cut starting-level contributor, but the market is limited and the cost has to make sense. Then there are the fringe starters, players like DeAndre Hunter or Terrence Mann, who might not immediately transform the roster, but offer rotation stability and the chance to grow into a larger role. The Lakers have to weigh patience against opportunity. Waiting for the trade deadline could bring better options or a more favorable price. But at the same time, making a smart initial move now could set off a domino effect, signaling that the team is active, motivated, and ready to make improvements. The strategy of these first trades cannot be underestimated. The initial move often serves as a spark, reigniting excitement among fans and giving the locker room a boost. It sends a message that the front office is committed to competing and that more pieces may be on the way. Even trades that don't involve headline-making stars can have a huge impact if the players coming in fill specific roles, provide defensive intensity, or create matchup advantages on the floor. Sometimes it's the subtle moves, the ones that fly under the radar, that end up making a season successful. The Lakers have done this before, pulling trades that caught everyone by surprise, like the acquisition of Rui Hachimura, which no one anticipated but ultimately added value to the roster. That unpredictability is part of the front office's identity, and it keeps fans engaged and hopeful. There's also a lot to consider in terms of team fit and timing. The Lakers are in the middle of a homestand, which makes integrating new players easier. Bringing in someone during a stretch of home games allows them to get acclimated, understand the system, and immediately contribute without the added stress of travel. But timing isn't just about convenience. It's about opportunity. Asking prices are high this time of year. Teams are cautious, and the market can be unpredictable. The league has seen changes designed to encourage earlier trades, yet this season has felt slower in that regard, partly because teams are still adjusting to news and moves around the league, and partly because many front offices are being cautious with their assets. Even if a blockbuster move isn't feasible, a smart first trade can pave the way for multiple subsequent acquisitions. Acquiring one or two rotation-level players or fringe starters can create momentum. For example, targeting players like Keon Ellis, Haywood Highsmith, or even someone like Ziaire Williams could shift the rotation in meaningful ways. Those players might not solve every problem immediately, but they strengthen the team's foundation and give the coaching staff more options. Incremental improvements can compound over the season, changing matchups, rotations, and ultimately the Lakers' chances of success. The concept of the first domino trade is critical here. That initial move does more than just add a player. It sets a tone for the franchise. It signals to fans, players, and the rest of the league that the Lakers are active, thinking strategically, and willing to make moves to improve. It also brings a psychological boost to the team. Players see that the front office is willing to invest in helping them win, which can raise energy levels, motivation, and focus. One well-timed addition can create a ripple effect that elevates the entire roster. It's important to note that patience is key. A bad trade can hurt more than help, so the Lakers need to weigh options carefully. But creativity in negotiations can yield surprising results. Converting pick swaps into first-round picks or leveraging draft assets in multiple ways can provide flexibility and value. Even trades that are technically minor in scope can have outsized impact if they fill specific gaps, whether it's defense, shooting, or versatility. This approach allows the Lakers to continue building toward a cohesive, competitive roster without overcommitting to a single high-profile player prematurely. The Lakers also have the benefit of being a team that can surprise the league. Rob Pelinka has a history of finding opportunities others might overlook, whether through undervalued players or trades that other teams dismiss. That ability to think outside conventional expectations creates possibilities that might not exist for other franchises. Fans have to remember that the first trade doesn't have to be dramatic to matter. Its value is often in how it sets up future acquisitions, creates excitement, and starts moving the roster toward balance and competitiveness. Every acquisition has to be evaluated not only for immediate impact, but for how it aligns with long-term goals. At the end of the day, the Lakers' priorities are clear. Add two-way players, create flexibility in the rotation, and ensure that every acquisition contributes to the team's competitiveness. It's about players who can defend multiple positions, take on challenging roles, and make hustle plays that don't always show up in the box score, but are vital to winning games. Every smart move contributes to a bigger picture, setting the stage for a playoff push and giving the team a chance to maximize its championship window. This careful approach to roster building, combined with opportunistic trades, is what can keep the Lakers in contention and ensure that each addition has meaningful impact both on and off the court. Continuing with the Lakers situation, it becomes evident that timing and opportunity are intertwined. Making a move during a home stretch is more than convenience. It allows the team to integrate a new piece seamlessly into practices and game rotations. Chemistry is not something that develops instantly, and bringing in a player mid-road trip could risk disrupting the flow the team has already established. Home games provide the ideal environment for acclimation, teaching the new player the defensive schemes, offensive sets, and the nuances of coaching adjustments without the added fatigue of travel. Even small things like understanding the team culture or building rapport with teammates can make a noticeable difference in on-court performance. The Lakers have to weigh these subtleties against the urgency of improvement, knowing that every game lost to hesitation can cost momentum and confidence, especially as the playoff picture begins to take shape. Beyond logistics, the Lakers face a marketplace challenge. Teams are cautious right now. Asking prices are inflated, and not every player on the radar is immediately available. Some front offices are holding their cards close, waiting for a more advantageous trade scenario or for the market to evolve. The presence of marquee players like Giannis Antetokounmpo and other high-profile movements across the league also creates uncertainty. Teams are recalibrating, trying to balance aspirations with realistic expectations. In this environment, the Lakers must identify moves that create both short-term benefits and long-term strategic positioning. This is not a time for desperation. A measured, creative approach is required to navigate the complex network of potential trades, assets, and player contracts. Incremental improvements can sometimes outweigh a single headline trade. Acquiring a handful of rotation-level players can have a cumulative effect that reshapes the roster. Players like Keon Ellis, Haywood Highsmith, or even fringe starters such as Zaire Williams, while not superstars, bring specific skills that can impact games immediately. These players provide defensive versatility, energy, and the capacity to cover multiple positions. Their contribution allows the stars of the team, like LeBron James or Anthony Davis, to focus on what they do best while trusting that the supporting cast can hold its own in crucial moments. It's this depth and flexibility that often separates playoff contenders from those who falter in late-season crunch time. A smart blend of rotation players and high-upside prospects can elevate a team without over-reliance on a single superstar, creating a balanced and resilient roster. The notion of the first trade being a domino is particularly relevant for the Lakers. That initial move does more than add a player. It signals intent. It communicates to fans, players, and a league that the front office is proactive and committed to improvement. The psychological impact cannot be understated. Players feel energized, fans regain excitement, and the narrative around the team shifts from speculation to action. Even a modest trade can set a tone, creating momentum that accelerates further roster moves. The initial domino can influence the confidence of management, giving them validation to pursue more aggressive deals while keeping an eye on value and fit. It's about sending a message that the Lakers are strategically active, not reactive, and are positioning themselves for both immediate competitiveness and sustainable success. Evaluating potential targets. The Lakers have options that blend upside with practicality. Andrew Wiggins represents a clear starter-level player who could immediately fill a significant role. His presence offers versatility on both ends of the floor, capable of defending multiple positions and contributing offensively without overburdening the team's stars. Players like DeAndre Hunter or Terrence Mann, while not headline-grabbing, serve as rotation anchors who bring reliability and growth potential. These acquisitions may not make splashy headlines, but they often deliver consistent value, giving the team stability while also providing options for experimentation with lineups and rotations. Draft picks and future assets also play a crucial role in the Lakers' maneuvering. Smart management of these assets can create leverage, allowing flexibility in trades and enhancing the team's ability to acquire talent without compromising core players. Converting pick swaps into first-round selections or aggregating multiple assets into a single meaningful acquisition are strategies that enable the Lakers to navigate the market creatively. This approach emphasizes patience and strategic planning, demonstrating that roster building is a marathon, not a sprint. Every trade has to be assessed, not only for immediate impact, but also for how it aligns with longer-term goals and the overarching team vision. In addition to tangible assets, the intangible impact of a trade is vital. Bringing in players who complement the existing culture and ethos of the team enhances chemistry and morale. The Lakers' locker room, with experienced stars and younger talent, benefits from players who are willing to embrace defined roles, contribute defensively, and execute with intensity. Even if the new addition is not the perfect piece, their willingness to engage in the team's system and elevate their efforts sets the tone for the group. That culture reinforcement is a subtle yet crucial part of improving team performance, particularly during the grueling stretch of the NBA season where cohesion and trust become defining factors in outcomes. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on. Whispers are circulating around the league that the Lakers may be preparing an impactful trade involving JARRED Vanderbilt, a move that could quietly reshape the franchise's immediate future. While nothing has been officially confirmed, sources close to rival front offices suggest that Los Angeles has been gauging the market around the versatile forward, evaluating how his defensive value might translate into broader roster flexibility. Vanderbilt's reputation as a high-energy defender and rebounder has made him a respected piece across the NBA, and that alone is fueling speculation that the Lakers could be aiming higher, possibly targeting shooting or playmaking help in return. The intrigue lies in the timing. The Lakers are widely viewed as a team balancing urgency with patience, trying to maximize a competitive window without sacrificing long-term options. Vanderbilt's contract and skill set make him a logical name to surface in trade chatter, especially for teams seeking toughness and switchability on the wing. Around the league, executives reportedly see him as the type of player who can elevate a playoff rotation, even if he is not a headline star. That perception adds weight to the rumor that the Lakers could leverage his value as part of a larger package rather than a simple one-for-one swap. Inside league circles, the belief is that Los Angeles is exploring scenarios rather than reacting to desperation. Any potential deal involving Vanderbilt would likely reflect a calculated gamble, exchanging defensive stability for offensive balance or additional depth. Fans, meanwhile, are split between appreciating his gritty contributions and wondering whether his departure could unlock a more dynamic lineup. Until clarity emerges, the rumor itself speaks volumes. It suggests that the Lakers remain active, alert, and willing to consider bold adjustments, even if the final outcome remains uncertain and the speculation continues to grow louder with each passing conversation. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.